You are in the process of raising $3 billion fund. You've invested in the likes of NIO, which is an electric vehicle maker here in China. You've invested in Grab, obviously the leading ride-hailing app in Southeast Asia. What are the other focuses? Clearly, mobility and automation is a focus for Baidu Capital. How much of that is part of your strategy? Where are the opportunities now?
Sure, thank you. Baidu, first of all, maybe a little introduction about Baidu Capital. And we have two co-GPs. One is Baidu, and another is China Life. So as a corporate backed up fund, and our strategy is try to leverage those industry resources. And so, as you mentioned, first the area that we invested is the mobility and this transportation industry. And another two areas would be, one is healthcare. That is, we can leverage a lot of resources from China Life. And the third one is consumer and enterprises internet segment. That's because, Baidu is one of the largest internet company in China. And this is the three primary segments that we're focusing on now. And for the,
you've made 7 investments so far since the fund started back towards the end of 2016. How many additional investments do you expect to make by the end of 2018?
It's a good question. We're always looking for the great opportunities now. But for our fund, we are very much prudent, and we're looking for the great ideas. So every time we make investment, we will have a very fundamental, deep research for each segment. So that means it's not easy for us to make an investment. And typically, for every ticket size for each deal would be close to $50 million to $100 million US. That means we need to be very careful. So we are very lucky. In the past 1.5 years, we made 7 investments already, and now we already built up very rich pipeline. And I think by the end of this year, we probably can grab another 3 to 4 great deals. But we cannot disclose for time now.
Sure, understood. Yeah. In terms of chips, 5G wireless, are you focused on that area as well?
Yes, definitely. And again, we are trying to leverage the corporate industry resources that we have. And Baidu is one of the leaders in AI frontiers. And so we are trying to build up a team and in-house capability to look at those, to capture the opportunity in high-tech industry. And for AI and autonomous driving segment, we're typically looking at those key technology elements, such as this computer vision, voice recognition, natural language processing capability, and also chips and sensors.
And does the focus now from policymakers here in China on developing that chip industry in light of the US-China trade tensions, does that give you an added emphasis, another reason?
Yeah, it backed up our strategy that is very important to make investment in this fundamental high-tech segments and inputs. And since this year, and we are building up our team and trying to strengthen this capability. And we will put more efforts and also more money allocated into this fundamental technology industry, like the chips and the sensors, and also a lot of autonomous driving players.
What do you think the impact of Xiaomi's IPO is going to be on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange? That's happening towards the end of this year. Just very quickly, how much of an impact is that going to have on the capital markets?
Personally, I feel very excited about this IPO, and I have been Lei Jun's friends for 7 years, and I served as its AC chair in Kingsoft. Kingsoft is, Lei Jun is chairman for Kingsoft. So personally, I'm very lucky to oversee the development of Xiaomi in a very close way. So now they are reaching the IPO, and I think it is great demonstration that in the first stage of China's development, it's all rely on the low cost things and the materials and the labor cost. But now I think from IPO of Xiaomi, it demonstrates China entering into the second stage that we can rely on the technology and the productivity to boost our growth.
Great.